Spartans were trained to stand still, to obey, never break formation. But Brasidas moved. Where others waited for orders, he acted. Where others clung to tradition, he saw opportunity. Not chaos, not rebellion, speed. They said he was reckless, dangerous, but what they feared was control they couldn't predict. Brasidas didn't follow the code. He wrote his own, and that's what made him unstoppable if you find value in forgotten truths, in the kind of knowledge they don't teach anymore. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like, not for me, but to signal that voices like this still matter. The more you engage, the louder the whisper becomes. The year was 424 BC. The Peloponnesian War had dragged on for years, and Sparta was bleeding. Their old tactics, formation, attrition, and tradition were crumbling against Athenian speed and silver. So the council did something un-Spartan. They sent Brasidas. He wasn't like the others. He didn't wait for orders. He didn't cling to the old playbook. Brasidas saw what they couldn't. Athens was focused on the south, but their northern jewel, Amphipolis, lay exposed. A city of silver, timber trade. Most generals would have begged for time, supplies, a proper army. Brasidas, he moved. He took Spartans, allies, even helots, who were promised freedom if they followed. He drove them through enemy lands, mountain passes, shadow roads with one purpose: reach Amphipolis before Athens could blink. No delays, no sieges, no theatrics. When he reached the city walls, he gave them a choice. Open your gates or fall. They opened. Thucydides, the Athenian general, arrived too late. The city was already flying Spartan banners. He had been outmaneuvered by a man who acted while others debated. 2 years later, Brasidas fell in battle after Athens launched a counterattack. But he didn't die forgotten. The people of Amphipolis buried him like a founder, a Spartan, laid to rest in honor by those he once came to conquer, because he had proven something Sparta forgot. Brasidas wasn't chained to a code written by others. He forged his own, one built for movement, for boldness, for victory. Brasidas didn't follow the Spartan code that was handed to him. He wrote one that fit his mission, one built on the values he chose, not the ones he was handed. That's the difference between drifting and leading. If you're ready to stop wandering, if you're ready to build a code you can live by, battle-tested wisdom is where you begin. It's not just about discipline. It's about direction. It's about structure drawn from warriors who shaped history, not rules to obey, a system to live by. You'll find the link below. Take it seriously, and it won't just change your routine. It'll change your trajectory. What Brasidas understood, and what most warriors miss, is that discipline isn't about blindly following someone else's rules to perfection. It's about building your own code to serve your mission. Traditional Spartans stood in formation, waited for orders, moved as one. It worked for a time, but it made them predictable, slow, easy to read. Brasidas didn't reject their values: courage, honor, victory. He rebuilt around them. Where others waited for consensus, he built systems that let him act instantly, without sacrificing control. Where others hesitated, he moved. Not recklessly, but with a structure of his own design. Most never learn this, because they're too busy following someone else's map. Discipline without ownership becomes slavery. But discipline with ownership, that becomes power. Brasidas didn't break the Spartan code. He evolved it. He kept what served him and burned what didn't. Speed became part of his discipline. Initiative became part of his honor. Independent thinking became part of his adaptability. The lesson isn't that rules don't matter. It's that the right rules must be yours, built for your values, designed for your battles, optimized for your mind. Because when your discipline is your own, it doesn't restrain you. It unleashes you. So, how do you build a code like Brasidas? One that endures, one that moves. Simple, iron and water. First, forge your iron principles, the non-negotiables. The part of you that doesn't bend, no matter what breaks around you. Brasidas never compromised on courage, or honor, or Spartan victory. His tactics changed, but his purpose never did. You need the same steel in your spine. Maybe your iron is integrity. You never lie to gain an edge. Maybe it's excellence. You never ship weak work. Maybe it's loyalty or fitness or creation. Whatever it is, it must hold, even when you're tired, even when no one's watching, especially then. Because when everything else is stripped away, your iron is what remains. Second, shape your water methods. Your iron gives you direction. Your water gets you there. Brasidas didn't use one strategy for every battle. He adapted. Mountains, cities, forests, open field. He flowed around the problem, but always toward the mission. You should do the same. If your iron is fitness, your water method may be lift weights at home. Train with your body on the road. Walk if you're injured. If your iron is service through creation, your method evolves. Write, film, build, whatever spreads the message faster. This is how Brasidas became dangerous. He was unpredictable in form, but untouchable in purpose. Iron principles, water methods, unshakable core, adaptable execution. Build your code that way, and no one will see you coming until it's too late. If you've made it this far, you're not just curious. You're searching, and that means you're ready for more. There's a place for those who want to go deeper into the strategies, codes, and truths they tried to bury. It's called the Whispered Order, and inside you'll find File Number 1, a classified dossier on power moves they never meant for you to see. You'll find the link below. Access is free to every member of the Order, but what you do with it is up to you. And if you're ready to start building your own code, the kind that gives you direction when the world falls apart, battle-tested wisdom is waiting for you too. That's all for now. Until next time, stay sharp and keep building.